2 weeks into the new NBA season, many role players are already making a name for themselves and will soar in popularity as long as they continue their great performances. The New York Knicks off to a pretty good start. Many did not expect the franchise actually playing hard and competing for the first time in many years. You love to see that. While it's clear the Brooklyn Nets and Steve Nash needs to play Jared Allen way more minutes than DeAndre Jordan every single game he's available, not even a question. How's it going, guys? My name's Wilson. Here are 10 NBA players breaking out to start the 2021 season. We know he's legit, but his name needs more praise. Jaylen Brown, proving why he's not only an all-star player, but looking like a superstar. There's actually a debate on whether Brown or Tatum's the franchise player for the Celtics, one of the best duels in the league. When both get hot, the C's one of the best teams, getting better every year, every month rather. The former third overall pick, outside of the win over the Raptors, only dropped 19 that game. Teammate Tatum went for 40. JB putting up 28 a game before that, nearly shooting 60% from the field, over 42 from 3, attempting nearly 6 a game, gets it done on defense, an easy 42 against Memphis under 29 minutes, 31 over the Pistons in 35 minutes, missing just 3 shots. It's an absolute travesty. He was snubbed for not being named Eastern Conference Player of the Week. That honor went to the overpaid Tobias Harris. Brown averaged 20 points a game last season, only 13 in year 3. Many didn't think he would live up to the hype being a top 3 pick, but showing why he's up there with Ingram and Simmons as the faces of the 2016 class. There's also a case to be made whether JB's the best 2 guard in the East alongside Jimmy Butler and Bradley Beal. Brown was also considered a role player and now playing like the franchise guy. Collin Sexton, those analytic nerds should be ashamed of themselves for doubting his abilities. Young Bo, very fun to watch with his intense eyes, put up nearly 26 a game his first 7 games, 55% shooting, 54 from deep, a walking bucket, continues to show the consistent development. The former 8 pick was received by the Cavs in that Kyrie Irving trade, a huge asset. Post All-Star break of last season, drawing the 24 games, nearly 21 a game on 48% shooting, 41 from 3, stellar, playing like an all-star. The best thing the franchise did last season, trading away Jordan Clarkson, scoring 20 plus in each of his first 7 games and counting, very aggressive attacking, all the skill sets needed for a modern day point guard, will continue gaining respect around the league. Christian Wood, despite being undrafted, being dumped by his ex right after that, Christian proved all along he could. A low-key improved player from the Pistons last season, averaged 13 and 6. His first 5 games of this season, nearly 24 a game, 10 boards, 2 blocks, 55% shooting. The 25-year-old making an early case for most improved player, now on the solid team, will get more coverage. Also shown the ability to play in crucial minutes at 6'10", scoring 20 plus each of his first 5 games. Very confident, providing more optimism. Even with Harden out, Wood able to drop 28 to lift his Rockets, never having the opportunity to flourish with the tanking Sixers in 2016. Didn't understand why Coach Brett Brown did not give him much of an opportunity. From his career being uncertain to a good bargain of 3 years, $41 million, great athleticism, can rebound, should be fun alongside John Wall, and if Harden stays with the Rockets, the former UNLV star has come a long way and should be exciting for the rest of this season and beyond. Luguentz Dort made a huge name for himself in Game 7 against Harden. The 21-year-old off to a great start for OKC, a team with no expectations, waiting for the future, from undrafted to starter, having a 4-year minimum salary contract until 2023. The former 2-way guard gets after it, putting up over 14 points his first 6 games before the bubble. Many have never heard of him, but now the NBA world knows who he is at 6'3", stocky at 215 pounds, built like a football player. His offense improving, doesn't have a lot of pressure on the Thunder, only room for improvement. Kyle Anderson, the starting small forward for the Grizzlies at 6'9", 230, the Jersey native showing his much improved game, average under double figures each of his first 6 seasons. In 7 games, 16 points, 8 boards, almost 4 assists, 32 minutes of action. The 27-year-old plays at his own pace, very slow but effective, looked like the best player in the world when guarded by Taurean Prince, dropped 28 against Brooklyn. With Jared Jackson Jr. still out, Kyle can make plays and defend. Mr. Slow Mo becoming a hybrid of a Tayshaun Prince, Nick Batum type guy, versatile, lots of responsibilities, came a long way from his Spurs days. Julius Randle, a monster start, playing like a true star of the New York Knicks, dominant under head coach Tom Thibodeau. The Knicks finally look like they have some identity, competing with teams, one of the most frustrating lottery picks in recent years. The 6'8" power forward putting up 22 a game, 11 boards, 7.5 assists. His first 7 games, a huge improvement from what we've seen in past seasons when he tried to do too much, usually out of control, but now controlling the offense and creating for others. The Kentucky standout have shown his playmaking skills, angles, knows where his teammates are when doubled. Coach Tibbs couldn't get the first pick of the 2014 draft to play defense, while the 7th pick of that class flourishing in every way under Thibodeau, having the Knicks play solid team ball. Many already counted Randle out, now playing like one of the best power forwards in the league, learning from his flaws from years past, came a long way. There is a real debate now between who's the better player from his class, him or Marcus Smart. I leave that up to you guys. We all know he's better than Andrew Wiggins and Jabari Parker put together. Jerami Grant, cooking and living up to his contract, 3 years, $60 million, first 7 games, averaging 23, the full-time starting small forward, the former 2nd round pick, looking like the best player on a bad team with no direction. At least he's putting up numbers and can reach his full potential, getting as many shots he wants. If the Nuggets don't win a title within the next 5 years, letting Grant walk would be an absolute travesty. Blake Griffin looking like a shell of himself, Grant very explosive, much improved player since he first got into the league. Maybe Brett Brown really was the problem for the Sixers these past years. Grant was also on that 2016 team with Christian Wood. Now both of them playing like all-star caliber players. Imagine if him and Wood still on Philly with Embiid and Simmons. Shocking how much young talent the Sixers wasted. Not to mention Markelle Fultz also looking sharp to start the season for the Magic. Philadelphia traded him for Jonathan No Impact, no longer in the NBA Simmons. Grant showing what he's made of. Chris Boucher of the Toronto Raptors, 6 games in, putting up 13 and 6 over 2 blocks, just 20 minutes. The 6'9" big having a huge opportunity with the loss of Gasol and Ibaka, long and lengthy, great in transition, good production when paired with another physical big like Aaron Baines so he doesn't take a pounding against Zion and Steven Adams. An exciting energy guy who can shift the momentum of a game. Mikal Bridges of the Phoenix Suns, the starting small forward on a team with a hot start, putting up over 14 a game, shooting 46 from deep, 7 games in. The 24-year-old also making the Sixers regret their terrible decision, trading him away for Zaire deep in the bench, lack of production Smith. Bridges has all the qualities to end up on a defensive team. Will be more in the discussion if the Suns continue to win games. Doesn't shine away from guarding the best players. Monty Williams coaching him in the right direction. A big factor for the Suns looking to end a decade-long playoff drought. CP3 also leading him to the right direction. Bridges will make many remarkable defensive plays for the foreseeable future. It's coming. Keldon Johnson of the San Antonio Spurs, the 21-year-old, his 2nd season, looking like a steal, drafted 29 overall in 2019 out of Kentucky, putting up over 16 and 7. The starting small forward shooting 43 from 3, being inactive nearly every game last season, proved himself in the bubble, and now slowly letting everybody know what he's capable of, keeping the Spurs afloat. The 2018 Kawhi trade for DeRozan, Jakob and a protected first, which was Johnson, looking to change the perception that the trade wasn't as one-sided, and Johnson giving the Spurs fans hope in the future despite the franchise not being where it used to be. Every one of these 10 players hasn't made an all-star team yet, which was why I left out the great Domantas Sabonis, who was an all-star in 2020, deserves a mention for continuous improvement, more polished, consistent, a double-double machine, and one of the best passing bigs, super fundamental, should make many more all-star teams in the future. No need to talk about Steph Curry or Trae Young. We all know how great they already are. Their performances shouldn't surprise anybody. Those were 10 players having breakout starts to the 2021 season. Thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe for more content, more great stuff coming soon. I love all of you. See you next time.